Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all you need. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen to Facebook, SoundCloud, Spotify, iHeartRadio, also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also, follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with a wonderful gentleman from outside Chicago who started his own company at the age of 20, the founder of ElectriQ Marketing. It's been around since 2018. He previously worked with Drinkscom. He's been involved in startups from running SEO audits, creating innovative content campaigns, and he also grew customer engagement by more than 150% all across the board. And he has a lot of experience on Amazon, Google, Facebook, and Instagram. And of course, enjoying the drinks as well, too, in the background. A lot of gushing water right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, live from suburban Chicago, and just simply the electric man right here. Ladies and gentlemen, the founder of ElectriQ Marketing, Brandon Amaroso. Brandon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, of course. Thanks for having me on.
All right. So you've basically been doing this since 2018, and you actually, been in digital marketing. You started at the age of 20, and you're founder of ElectriQ Marketing. You've been at Drinks.com and more. And before we get into all that, tell us how I first got started.
So I first got started back in high school as a social media intern for Drinks.com. They operate a variety of direct-to-consumer online wine shops, and they were about 5 employees at the time. So at the time, I was either 15 or 16. And so I got the typical social media intern position. And then as the business grew, I grew with it. And so I was able to accelerate my development in digital marketing, have a hand in all of the different channels, and really grow and flourish in an environment that isn't typical if I were to have gone and worked at a larger business where I maybe would have been siloed into one specific area of expertise. So that's really where my digital marketing background came from. And then about 2 years into that, I branched off into my own and started freelancing for small businesses in and around the Chicago and LA area. After about 6 months doing that, while I was still at USC, I decided that it would be more efficient if I had a team behind me helping execute on the strategy and campaigns that we were overseeing. So I began to bring on the first person I brought on full time was our PR outreach manager, Amy. And ever since then, when I graduated in May of 2019, we've just continued to grow and expand. We're actually going to be opening up a satellite office in San Diego in a couple of weeks here. It's just been pushed back a little bit because of the virus, but everything is trending in the right direction.
And what was that one moment that precisely influenced you to starting your own company, which is ElectriQ Marketing?
Yeah, so I've been in and around entrepreneurs for my whole life. My dad started out working at a large consulting firm, but by the time I was born, he was head on into the entrepreneurial world. So I've never seen him at a real job, if you want to call it that. He's always been running his own business or in some sort of investment endeavor. And that combined with my family friend, who is actually the founder of Drinks.com, who has always been a serial entrepreneur himself, just sort of following in the footsteps of the two of them, has laid the roadmap for me to be able to do what I'm doing today and be able to make that jump, because it can be scary to not necessarily have the relied upon income and all the security that comes with having a standard job.
Mm-hmm. And what exactly does ElectriQ Marketing do?
Yeah, so we're a complete marketing solution for small to mid-sized businesses. We started out as only focusing on generating traffic to websites. So we were primarily focused on social media and SEO. But as we've grown, we've become a HubSpot Platinum Partner agency. And so we really oversee the entire customer lifecycle now, not only from the point of getting them to your website, but once once they get there, how are you capturing them as a lead? How do you nurture them and ultimately get them to convert? And then after you do get them to convert, how do you manage that post-purchase relationship with them to increase the customer lifetime value? So we really oversee all of that for our small to mid-sized clients.
And also talk more about the new firm in just a minute. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@SonicWebStudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, and over 35 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also, follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with CEO and founder of ElectriQ Marketing here on the Mike Wagner Show, Brandon Amaroso. He grew up in Chicago and, getting offices in Los Angeles and getting right in San Diego as well, too. And, of course, basically with ElectriQ. And how does this marketing firm compare with the others that's out there right now, especially when it comes to social media, and what makes you completely different from the others?
Yeah, so I think what makes us different is sort of threefold. The ability to create a cohesive campaign strategy across multiple channels is definitely a big differentiator. It's one thing if you do all of your social media in a vacuum and it doesn't correlate with the content that you're putting up on your website and you're distributing via your email list and putting out there via advertising. So the ability to streamline that process and make it into a cohesive unit is super important, and that's something we're really good at. Second is our steadfast focus on backing all of our reports out to revenue. So every month we've established crystal clear KPIs with all of our clients, and some of them are leading metrics that you could think of like leads generated or impressions or engagements, but ultimately all a small business cares about is the revenue that you're bringing in for them. So we provide that transparency and that visibility for our clients so that they can see, okay, we've hired ElectriQ Marketing for $5,000 a month. And we can see that from that hire, they're bringing in, let's say, $15,000 a month. Wow. Or in some cases, it might even be, we were only able to produce $3,000 from our efforts this month. Why was that? Are we focusing on something that's more of a long-term goal? Do we need to refocus our strategy? It's having that crystal clear transparency that allows us to have an effective relationship and continue to grow. So it's very black and white with us. We're either performing or we're not. And that has been appreciated by our clients and has allowed us to definitely pick up some market share. But those are really the two biggest differentiators. But third is customer service as well. I'm available 24/7 to all of our clients, and we're very responsive. So we not only have that first part where we can sort of strategize and ideate campaigns well ahead into the future, but you also still have to be very responsive when you're working with small businesses.
Mm-hmm. And who are some of your more famous clients that you worked with and their success stories?
Yeah, so probably the biggest names that we've worked with so far are Health Aid and Biz2Credit, Wine Insiders, Martha Stewart Wine. We've worked with Attack Fuel, which is a sports nutrition company out of Costa Mesa. We've really sort of found ourselves in the CPG space, and we do still work with a few other businesses as well. We really haven't identified a niche and drove home on that. We really operate in a variety of industries, and it actually allows us, in my opinion, to be able to take things that we learned in another and apply it to something else that maybe you never would have seen a correlation before, but just by getting that experience, inbound marketing is sort of the same across the spectrum.
Mm-hmm. And what's your ideal sector you would like to have for your company as well, too? You talk about the tech firms, the pharmaceuticals, and financial. It's like, what's the one sector that you like to go after to really make your company happy?
Personally, I'm most comfortable with CPG e-commerce brands, especially if we have them on HubSpot and Shopify. We're able to be extremely effective with that tool set. Part of the challenge as a marketer is working within the framework that you have. So if you're working with a marketing tech stack that's using 30 different tools, everything is pretty disjointed. It's not very cohesive. You're really just you can have an idea, but then you spend more time trying to figure out how to implement it than coming up with the idea itself. So we really prefer when we can operate within a defined ecosystem, and we can set it up for our clients as well. We have people that will come to us and they'll say, oh, we're using like 30 different technology tools. How can we sort of streamline this process? So by putting them on HubSpot and Shopify, as a marketer, we're essentially able to do everything that we could possibly want to do, because all of our data and all of the tools and the tool set is within that integrated ecosystem. And so they talk to one another. Whereas if you were using, let's say, a separate tool for reviews, you're using a separate tool for your social media, you're using a separate tool for this and that, none of the softwares are actually communicating with one another. So you can't have that data flow back and forth.
Mm-hmm. And also, let's say if I'm the owner of Acme Tool Company and I want to use your services, like how do you go about it? Like say from start to finish.
Yeah, could you repeat the name of the company?
And let's just say I'm with Acme Tool. I'm throwing as an example, like so, or say ABC Tool. Let's just say, like say I come to you and how do we start and get the result I want from start to finish? Like say,
Mm-hmm.
like to make my business better, or let's say I like to generate more sales or increase revenues or find ways. So how do we go about that?
So it always starts with whether a prospect comes to us already having this in mind, or if we help them get to that point. It's what would a successful relationship with us look like? That has to be defined by the partner, by the client. But you have to come to us and tell us, okay, this will be a successful relationship if you can generate 5 new B2B sales per month for us, or you can generate $10,000 in additional e-commerce revenue for us per month. Then we can back that out and say, okay, well, based on the analysis that we've done of your business, these are the areas that we should be focusing on, that we can provide the most value add in the lift to get you to that specific goal. That's really the preferred way that we work. We still will help businesses who come to us and say, look, I just need 20 social media posts a month, and I want you to try and increase traffic to our website through social media. We're more than capable of executing on that, but where our true value add is somebody who comes to us with a goal, and then we figure out, okay, which of the channels are we going to focus on, and how are we going to ultimately reach that?
Mm-hmm. And what's some of the biggest challenges that you face as well, too? And what's the most complex situations you've been in, how you solve them?
So really, the most complex situations are always getting softwares to talk to one another. So as a recent example, we decided that we're going to start creating all of our landing pages on HubSpot as opposed to Shopify, because on Shopify, your theme file has a lot of JavaScript that isn't necessarily used on every page, and it's been producing really slow site speeds across the board, not only for our clients, but for the prospects that we analyze and their competitors as well. So you're getting a mobile page speed of like a 20 out of 100 on Google, and so your bounce rates are through the roof. From if you're running paid ads to them, your organic search bounce rates are through the roof as well. And it's just an overall poor user experience. So we basically stripped the framework from Shopify and have now put it into HubSpot. So all of our landing pages are on HubSpot, but we're able to take out all the unnecessary JavaScript and theme files. So we've been able to get our page speed down to around 2.1 seconds for a mobile site load, which is super quick. But the biggest difficulty was getting Shopify and HubSpot to talk to one another. So allowing the add to cart functionality and the checkout process to be on HubSpot as opposed to on Shopify. That was really the trickiest part. And that's just one example of something that we've done in the past week or so. Is
there going to be new technology coming out where you get the two softwares to talk to each other? Would that be developed by you guys, or would that be like out there?
I don't think it's going to be developed by us in the near future. We have the roadmap now. I mean, we're constantly learning and growing as a business. So now we have the roadmap for a new client who we just signed 3 days ago. We know we're not even going to mess around creating landing pages on Shopify because the performance is not there and you can't get it to be at the performance that's necessary. So we know we have the roadmap for putting their landing pages on HubSpot and running paid advertising traffic through there. Ultimately, long term, we do want to look at investing in some technology, building out some software tools, but we're not at a point yet where I think that would be wise for us to divert money into that. We're still growing in size in terms of not only our employees, but also our clientele. So that's our main focus at the moment.
Mm-hmm. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, but sort of the premise or the thesis behind getting to work with all these different businesses is you get to see where there's friction, where they're having difficulties. And so the experience we're getting from our 20 clients working in and around everything they're doing is invaluable because they're in different industries, they're working on different platforms, and you're able to see where there's inefficiencies and where you're just sort of like, why is this the way that it is? And it's really been eye-opening for us because even Shopify, there is no perfect e-commerce platform. I could go on and on about the things that Shopify doesn't have that I wish it would. That would make our job so much easier. So there's definitely still opportunity out in the marketplace for us.
Mm-hmm. And how does your firm compare to you with you working at Drinks.com?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Oh, okay. How does your experience being a founder of ElectriQ Marketing compare to being with Drinks.com?
Yeah, so it's a little bit different because in my current role, it's more overseeing. I'm not in the weeds day to day as much as I necessarily was when I was working at Drinks, because there I was an employee and I was actually executing on campaigns and maybe not so much as responsible for the high level strategy. And it's not like I was working on 20 different projects at the same time, which is essentially what happens now, because that's the total number of clients that we have. And so I'm more high level responsible for their results and what's going on. But it's not like I'm the one who's building the website for our new client that wants a website redesign. So that's probably the biggest difference, is that there's more of a managerial aspect to it. And I'm not spending 50 hours a week on one particular client. I'm spending 50 plus hours a week on a variety of them.
Mm-hmm. And it makes more sense as well, too. We'll get to some of your future plans in just a minute. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@SonicWebStudios.com. Mention Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and over 35 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also, follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here, founder and CEO Brandon Amaroso of ElectriQ Marketing here on the Mike Wagner Show. And he's out of Lake Forest, which is outside Chicago. Started the digital marketing company at the age of 20 and a lot of great things. And what are your future plans coming out for you guys in 2020 and beyond?
Yeah, so we're currently expanding. We're opening up a satellite office in San Diego where we're bringing on another full-time salesperson to really help focus on prospecting and building out our lead funnel so that we can continue to capture market share. Then from there, we're just going to continue to focus on expansion, but ultimately we want to get to a point where we can take some of the money that we're making from the agency and invest it into software tools that help our small business clients effectively manage their marketing campaigns or some sort of marketing tech that sort of bridges the gap between, marketing is difficult, but it can be made a lot simpler, and technology can definitely help with that.
Okay, that's fantastic. Looking forward to have you more about that next time we have you on. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
The biggest influence is probably the founder of Drinks, Zach Brandenburg. I've really sort of followed in his footsteps and lean on him for advice for anything entrepreneur related, but also just day-to-day business things. You would think that some of this stuff is simple, but you never really get taught it in school, like how to deal with business taxes, how to deal with employee payroll, how to deal with equity arrangements with clients. It really, there's a whole gamut of things that you have to learn. sort of trial by fire if you don't have that person who is your mentor and can lead you in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Anybody who's looking to start their own business or anybody in general?
It can be anybody in general, business-wise or anything like that.
I'd probably say for anyone in general, I think maybe not get so caught up in the day-to-day. You need to be able to say where you want to be in like a year or in 5 years. So you have to define what you want and sort of build out a strategy around that. And then you can focus on the tactics and what you're going to do to execute towards that. A lot of people get caught up in only focusing on tactics, but then you're missing out on where do you want to be? What's your vision? How do you want to be portrayed as a company? And so that establishing that is really important in order to be able to effectively create strategy that then informs the tactics that you're going to use to achieve that goal.
Mm-hmm. That is fantastic as well, too. Once again, Brandon Amaroso, the founder of ElectriQ Marketing here on the Mike Wagner Show. Brandon, thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Looking forward to hearing you soon. And before we go here, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? And where can people just basically find you?
Yeah. So on LinkedIn is the best. Just at Brandon Amaroso, you'll find me there. Also, our website is ElectriQ Marketing, but it is IQ instead of IC at the end of electric. So that catches people sometimes. But LinkedIn or anywhere on the website is going to be the best place to contact me. If you go to our website, there's a little chat box that pops up in the bottom right corner. And if you message in through there, I will get it. So.
Sounds great. Brandon, big thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Looking forward to hearing you soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. We'll have you back on sometime 2020 and beyond. You've been great.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. It was great talking to you.
That was good. Got through the glitches